All right, ladies and gentlemen,
Yo, yo,
welcome
yo, yo.
back. That's Kyle. I'm Patrick. We are back with our night's duel. We got our challenger, Joe Pollack, taking on Kyle Gable. And Kyle has been, I think, 3 weeks running champ.
Yep.
Almost hill every week. I'd have to check 3 weeks or 4 weeks. I got to double check. But he has been running.
I think he and Steve started on the same week.
Yeah, I think so. And we are playing 8-ball race to 10 today. So we're at the Mad Apple Burgers and Billiard Company, located on West College Avenue in Appleton, Wisconsin. And we have had all day of pool today.
Yeah, some good shootings going on so far.
Sean saying, "Let's go, Kyle."
There you go, Kyle. You got some backup for you already.
Andrew Bundy liking and sharing as always. Appreciate you, Andrew.
Please like and share. It goes all to the juniors.
Andrew, have you signed up yet? When are we going to get you on the stream, buddy? I mean, I hope you're on the list. Pollack like the fish. I'm not a fisherman, so I'm not. Do you get that one?
I don't know that one either.
Yeah, not a fisherman, so you have to explain that one, Holly.
Well, he hit the snap good, but he lost the cue ball. Happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there and everybody who has one.
Absolutely. Hope you guys are letting all your dads play pool all day long. My wife's letting me sit in the booth, so thank you, honey. Appreciate it.
So he likes the solids here. I like his decision. Pretty wide open for either suit, really. But Kyle said I briefly talked to Kyle before the match. He said he's ready to go.
Andrew, you don't gotta be good to play on the stream. I've played on the stream before, so
You can
there's
definitely
that.
play.
Yeah, you definitely play. Nothing says. I mean, you could say that about any player, really.
Right.
We're all at different levels.
And I think our stream really tends to all skill levels, right? We really cater to every player.
Absolutely.
I think no matter what, when you get here, you get a good match. You're not going to get blown out. You're not going to blow the person out. It happens every once in a while, but it doesn't happen often.
You got a little unfortunate bump on the nipple there. Kind of hooked himself.
Yeah. Obviously, you can kick out. This is very kickable, right? Off the end rail where we're looking at the bottom rail. I think he can kick the one in with hanger.
That's tough. Where kick off the bottom rail?
Yeah, right at the middle diamond between the 6 and the 10.
Okay. Oh yeah, with a little bit of spin.
Pretty doable.
Yeah, I think that's the shot.
Yeah.
And it'd probably sit nicely for the 2
Right.
with the right speed.
Should come out with something.
Oh, look at it. Hit it nice.
Starting out with a highlight.
And there it is. He's right on the 2.
Perfect on the 2. 8-ball's a little bit tied up, right? You almost feel like you have to shoot in that left side pocket. So definitely some work to be done, but there's no doubt in my mind either of these players are capable of putting in the work that needs to be done to solve these racks.
Yeah, and Supkiss sums it up nicely there, Andrew. We are all not that good, but good enough. I like that. I'm stealing that from you, Supkiss. I like it. All right, so Kyle working his way pretty nice through his rack. Key is going to be 4 to the 8. That's going to be not too easy.
Uh-oh, he doesn't like it.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah, he knew he hit that bad. He really needed to juice that up with some inside spin to get where he wanted to go. And when you're shooting in the side pocket, I think he was a little bit off the rail.
I think everything was fine. It was just the speed, just a little too
much,
too much,
or not enough,
or not enough. Yeah,
yeah.
One or the other. He could have rolled back out, I guess, too. Going airborne here. Surely
This would make-
not. No. I thought it went. Did you see that jump shot Friday night?
Which one? I missed it. No, I don't think I did.
John Giles shot a jump shot, cue ball all the way at the top of the rail, on the rail. Maybe had about a half a Q-tip. And then he had to jump it, almost a full diamond, probably about a diamond. And then the 8 was like mid-table and get it just past the ball and drilled it. I mean, it was
Wow.
like one of those jump shots that even if you see like Fedor, Gorst, or anybody, any pro shooting it, probably 1 out of 1,000.
Still makes the highlight.
Yeah, drills it. It was great.
So as to win the game too.
It was to stay in the match, but yeah.
Honestly, when the cue ball is on the rail, it's a little bit easier to jump because your bridge is naturally elevated for that jump shot. So I feel like it's easier to reach. But
now
obviously, it
it's-
doesn't make the shot any easier. It just makes the bridge and maybe getting the ball up a little bit easier.
Yeah, but it's on the rail. It does make it tougher.
No, I disagree. I think when the ball is on the rail, when you're jumping, it's easier. You don't even need to hit anywhere near the middle, and you got a nice little elevation with the rail bridging off of it. I think it's easier personally. Do you dart the ball?
It depends.
Yeah.
Very rarely will I dart.
Yeah,
You
I
know,
think it helps if you don't dart the ball when
I
you're
gotta
shooting
be-
off the rail.
I was talking to me and Mason. We're talking about it.
Uh-oh.
I'd have to be really close to the object ball to go with the dart.
I think he might pull out the short stick one more time.
Yeah, you kind of have to.
He
here.
already has it in his hand. He's already ready.
And this is a much more makeable jump here.
Yeah, I kind of like him to make it. The only thing is, you don't want this cue ball floating forward,
Oh, he's darting here.
trying to put a little backspin on the ball.
See, like on this one, I would not be darting.
Right, I don't think I would dart that one either. But obviously, you can dart any jump shot you need to hit, right? And I think it promotes a quicker elevation with the cue ball.
Yeah, so what me and Mason were talking about with the dart stroke, just the way you shoot pool is not, you don't shoot with your wrist like you would a dart.
Yeah.
And it's just that dart motion of the flick of the wrist. It makes it harder to control the cue when you do that.
Mm-hmm.
So
Whenever I try to dart the ball, I always just slip off of it. Yeah. I just don't quite comprehend the, like you said, that motion of the wrist.
exactly, yeah.
We
But
got.
there are times where like if you use a dart, you can really pop the ball
Oh yeah.
up high when you need to.
Yeah, it definitely gets up quicker.
Are you kidding me? Did you see that shot?
I saw the shot.
He's gotta-
I still don't know if I believe it.
Yeah, he's got to come with another one just like it. Look at that. That is a highlight shot. Wow, look at this. I mean, holy moly. Here it comes on the 8. Needs one just like it.
Yeah, this would be a great start for him.
2 huge back cuts in a row. Oh my,
No, you're kidding me.
oh my gosh.
Wow, that's a good start to the match.
2,
High drama already.
I mean, 2 incredible back cuts. But that, you know what? For some reason, when you back cut a ball, I'm tell me I'm wrong, but you're like always 99% to scratch.
In that same pocket, it
I
happens so much.
Yeah.
From where he's at, yes.
Anytime you back cut a ball like that much, it just seems like the cue ball always finds the hole. It drives me nuts when I play.
Right.
You make a great shot like that, and then bam.
You pay for it, unfortunately. So that's going to be 1-0 Joe, and he really didn't do much work at all in that rack.
Well, I mean, he had a chance. He
He had a
was
couple good chances, and really, I think,
just the one.
yeah, no, he had 2. He hung that ball twice in the side,
Really?
in that pocket. Yeah, he missed 2 of them because
Oh, okay.
the one that he sold out the jump,
Oh, that's
and
right.
then the back cut. Yeah,
Yeah.
both in that corner.
Yeah, because he had an opportunity. He had a wide open table. So
It might have been a little bit of his strategy to, like a double safe type thing,
well, I heard that
double
break.
shot safe.
So balls,
Yeah, they're flying.
they're
into-
flying. So good break. I think one dropped.
Yeah, he got one. And yeah, that was a great break. You know what? That's one thing I kind of
Right.
starting to notice is one big difference between the Jesters and the Knights is the break.
Oh yeah.
Right? These guys somehow find a way to hit a more consistent break. And to all you Jesters out there, really take note of that so that way, I think that's a big thing between 400 and 500 is practicing your break. Keeps you at the table, keeps you with advantage.
What did heard one of the pros talk. He's like, when I practice, he does like I can't remember the percentage he was saying, but he's like, I do drills this percentage, I play ghost this percentage, but my break is like 60% of my practice.
Yeah,
Like
it sounds like a
60%.
Fedor Gorst type thing.
Yeah, it might have been Fedor, but it was like break, 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 run some drills, break, 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 play the ghost, break, 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 maybe play somebody,
Yeah,
break, 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 but
absolutely.
always focusing on the break.
It's a big shot.
Oh, Kyle's dad is watching. Lyle, he says 3 highlight shots in the game and he lost. Way to go,
Right?
kid.
How does that work? Yeah, that's a good
Lyle, you
point.
should be here commentating in the booth. It's Father's Day.
Get in there,
Yeah,
man.
come
Get
on. Where you
in
at?
here.
Where you at?
He said, "It's my day. I don't want to do it." But I liked it when you were able to get in the booth. I think you have a little more leeway with what you can say about Kyle than we do.
Oh, he could say a lot more than we could.
Yeah, and that's always fun to hear.
God, I can only if my dad was in the booth and I was playing, it would be freaking brutal.
Brutal,
It would be
dude.
brutal.
But we all love that. We love to listen to that, right? That's fun to listen to. All right, and it looks like he kind of ran into a problem here a little bit. Did he call? What is he trying to do here? He called the side, and he's going to kick out this ball. Kick it in with some low. Oh no, he's going high.
Good effort there.
Yeah, if you make that ball, you get shape. That 6 is off the point too, so if he can see it, he can make it. Obviously, you got the 4-1 hanging. So a couple starters here for Kyle.
Yeah, 4-1 looks like the shot.
Uh-oh. It fell. Yeah, I thought it was going to wedge up in there.
It actually works really good because the 4 is sitting there.
And it just killed the 4.
Yeah, I mean, he probably played it like that because if he goes the other way, if he plays the other side of this one, that 4 ball does not stick in.
Right.
So that's actually a great shot. Bet you he played that purposely like that.
And if he did, that's really smart too because you take the 9 ball, right? And you take the 9 pocket away from the 9.
Yeah, you control the pocket. And you go with the 7 here? Yeah, I think you do. It leads nicely to the 6 or the 2.
Yeah, I like the 7 if he's comfortable with it. He agrees with you.
Yeah, like M News said, everybody hit the like button, please. And then share if you can on Facebook. It's pretty easy. You just take the link over there to Facebook and help grow the audience because it does help our junior program. If this stream does make any money, it all goes to the junior program.
Yep. And we still got a junior in the tournament here today.
Yeah, Damon, man, is killing it today.
Okay, I'm just kind of interested what his last ball is going to be. Obviously, the table's nice and open, so this might be one that I take a little bit of notes on just for pattern play. I think Kyle has great pattern play. He makes good decisions on the table.
He's going to go 2 to the 3 here. I don't even think the 3 goes by the 2. He's going to take the long shot on the 3. Unless he wants to come between the 3 and the
This
8.
is a shot.
Yeah. Come between the 3 and the 8.
You can get on either ball with that one. But I was, it's one of those things where it's kind of player preference, whether you play the 2 to the 3 or 2 to the 4.
Yeah, because the 3 ball is a much better money ball than the 4. So
Yeah, I agree. And he has a nice angle to float up. He might run into a little bit of traffic here. Actually, he's got to be careful of the 15 and the 10. You can kind of clip the left side of either one, but if you're running into the back of either one, it kind of becomes an issue.
yeah, that's why you may think about slow rolling it and taking the long shot on the 8 down in the corner. Because then you get
Yeah, yeah.
nothing comes into play that way.
I like that. And then like you might be able to play it in the side, and then if you
Yeah.
overhit it, you hit it in its obvious corner.
Yeah, you got yeah.
See what speed he plays this at.
Okay, so
He held it up with inside nicely.
that's just confidence and knowledge right there.
Yeah, that's good stroke. Nice out. That's gonna tie the match. He got rewarded for all the work he did that time.
Yeah, I think he was able to get that scratch on the 8 ball out of his mind.
Yeah, no doubt. Because realistically, he hit two really really good shots in a row, so you can't really hang your head on those, especially when you're in the middle of a match. Stay in there. Stay in there. Your opportunities will come where you probably get a little bit better of a look than what he had to go through in that first rack.
Nice
That's a
break.
good snap too, but
Yeah. Oh,
I don't think he got anything to go.
yeah, he definitely got the break moving. Just didn't get anything to drop. So if he can keep that break and drop a ball, he's gonna be in business for sure.
No doubt. No doubt. Now what did he give away here though? I think you gotta take solids.
Yeah, solids look pretty good. I think everything has a home minus the 1.
Right.
It'd be tough.
Kind of tough to clear the 4 for the 1 as well, Does that 1 pass the 11 in the top left?
Yeah, and I think the 4 goes past the 13 as well. So
That one I don't think quite goes. But I think the 1 goes in the top left. I don't think the 4 goes in the top right though. That 14 or that 13's got it.
we'll take note of it.
Yep.
We'll see.
There's not anybody who knows better right now than Joe.
Yeah, he's on the table. He can see the angles.
He probably already took a look at it and like formulated that into his pattern. Whichever one he decides. But those are the only 2 problem balls for these solids, so well, I guess the 3 can be a problem too, right? It doesn't go by the 14.
I don't think it goes by. Well, off the
No.
rail maybe, off the 14.
I don't think it goes. And he's
Ooh.
gonna scratch.
Yeah, and rattled it too. Yeah, if you're gonna take Kyle down, you can't be rattling a ball like that. That's gonna cost you. He's gonna make you pay. Kurt Schroeder says, "Go get it, Joe." What's up, Kurt?
All right, ball in hand. This is not an easy run for the Stripes, though.
Oh, ball in hand for Kyle. It's gonna be
Yeah, but the thing is, you got 2 problems on the table, right? You got the 10-15, you got the 11-12. So you're going to solve one, but I think that 10-15 can prove to be a little tricky, right? It's not impossible.
yeah. He's got the 9 there to help it, and I'm not sure if that combo is like wired in the side, but
I don't think, no, it's not. You can tell by the overhead it's pretty off. It goes high. But I think that 15 wants to go by the 14 if you can get shape for that.
Yeah, he's got I think about maybe 3/4 of a pocket to a half a pocket. So I think that does go.
And the 9 does sit there, but the thing is that 2 ball cuts off the good pocket to get rid of that cluster.
See, this is a good window right here to. Oh, what happened there? Yeah, so that window. He was playing to get on the 13 or the 15, kind of that 2-way shot. And if you're on the 13, great. If not, you got the 15 and vice versa. But I'm not sure.
Obviously, the 12 ball didn't lay correctly,
Yeah. I don't think he was playing a safety
It,
there.
it yeah, and that might be a
Like, take a look at it one more time.
yeah. I'm not yeah. See, let's see how he hits it. It just looks like he couldn't commit. You know, couldn't commit to where he wanted to go.
All right, Joe on solids here. All right.
I think he tried to possibly come into that three. That three does not go. There's no way. Just gonna go ahead and step out on a limb a little bit and say three ball's gonna be a problem. You know, getting short side. You got to get short side for it.
Yeah, and as a last resort, it does go off the rail, off the ball, which is a very tough shot, though.
Right. You don't want to play for that.
No, but might have to, depending on what he has left on the table.
Right. I think he can get there. I think he can get there.
Yeah, I mean, he could use a 7 probably to get short side on that 3. Or
yeah, I like that.
or long. I mean, he could get below the 3 and play it all the way up. That's probably the best way.
That's how I would play it, but
Yeah.
getting there is the problem.
Yeah.
You got to use the 5 and hit a little window there.
Well, this is going to be tough.
Yeah, big shot here.
He's got a bank on the 5.
I don't like the bank. It doesn't get you to the 3.
No, neither does the cut.
The cut does with some inside. Really, you got to kind of juice it up a little bit. But
The cut takes you to the 3?
yeah, the 5 down in the bottom right with inside right. Absolutely. It's nice and thin, so you kind of hit
I thought you were trying to get below the 3, though.
below the 3. So you cut the 5 in the bottom right with inside right to come under the 9 or between the 9.
There's no way you can get that to spin.
Yeah, you can.
No.
Because it's such a thin hit.
To spin below that 9? That'd be
I hope
incredible.
he tries it. I'm just kidding.
That'd be,
He's going for the bank.
yeah, that'd be the most incredible shot I've ever seen.
We'll set it up after the match.
Oh, and it goes. And he gets on the 3.
Well,
My shot.
well. What a
mean,
ball.
I didn't plan it off the 9, but I think that led better to the 3 than. Yeah, we're going to set that shot up.
I'll do it. Yeah, I can do it. But he hit it good. Now he's out. Now he should be out. Get this one down. Big shot here, though.
And I got a replay. And does it say the time? 35
Hit it good.
35 minutes is a timestamp.
Okay.
So you remember 35 minutes. We're going to set that shot up.
You got it. You got it.
And we're going to put some money on it, too. You got to get below the 9.
I think I can do it.
Back cut on the 7. 7 is above the pocket. Where's your speed?
Needs
Looks
to
good.
Sit a little bit.
It needs to stop.
It did.
It's good.
He hit it good.
All right, to take the lead back.
Yeah, what a 5 ball. This is a big game here. He can get some momentum going for himself. Hit
There
that
you
sweet
go.
soup. Nice out, Joe. That was a great out. Well played 5 ball. I think he played it right.
Say that again. Say it ain't so.
No, you don't put inside on that one. Come under the 9.
Uh,
I think it might be. I'm almost positive it's possible, but it's tough.
I'm interested to see.
I think I can do it.
Maybe we leave the stream run, and everybody at home gets to see Kyle make the impossible.
Hey, let's do it. Let's do it.
But yeah, nice out there by Joe.
We need
Getting
some
back on
super
top.
chats for that, though. I'm just kidding. Send us some super chats, and I'll definitely get out there and embarrass myself for you guys. No problem.
Oh, is Damon playing Ray here?
Yeah, what a match.
Wow. Love to see Damon get one up on Ray. That would be huge.
That would be so cool. And I think Damon lost to Fong in the first round, so Ray is on the backside too. Oh, he He hung another solid in the side pocket, almost exactly like he did in the first rack. This is a nice looking table. Other than obviously the 8 ball, right? The 14-8, nice and tied up. So kind of a decision for Kyle, right? Which ones do you like? I think I like the stripes. You got the 12 sitting to get there. I don't mind cut on the 10 for a starter. He's looking at something up table though. So he's going to start with that 12.
Yeah, Damien is playing Ray on the one loss side for. If he wins, he'll be in the 5th, 6th place bracket. So wow, doing really good. He's playing 7th, 8th place right now. Congrats to you, little man.
Work is paying off. Ray just won a game. People are booing him.
Everybody's booing him. Oh, that's great. I give him a boo.
Oh, that's great. It's great to see.
Yeah.
Even Ray loves it.
Come on, Ray.
What a shot there. Look at that. Now the 8 ball still is a little bit of a problem. But you get your 14 out nicely. You can work. You got room to work.
I'll tell you what, if Damien does lose, we'll get him up in the booth and try and cheer him up.
Yeah, I'm sure he won't be too bummed about his performance
He's
either
gotta
way.
be happy.
Yeah. And just like so much improvement from the kid. I love to see it. He's really committed, plays well. Just for
Oh,
the small amount of time.
did you see that?
Almost scratch.
Yeah, and almost got behind the 6, so
But he ends up really nice, actually.
yeah. That could have been devastating because solids are good -1. Stripes are controlling the table right now. That 8 ball will be a little tough for Stripes, though.
Right. And he did bump that 14 out nicely. I thought he would have maybe thought about going into the 8 again.
Well, this is what he's thinking right now. He's like, if I take that 15 ball right now, I don't have a really decent ball to get on the 8. I'd have to develop it. So he's trying to look at that 11.
Exactly. And I don't see a bank for the 8. You can't bank out of it.
Tim Weinberner says, nice job, Joe. Sweet carom on that bank shot. Was that bank shot carom intentional?
It doesn't matter. It still turned out pretty tasty.
Matter.
He's not that good, but it is good enough.
He was just using the big pocket.
Right. It was wired. Tried. I don't know. I'm not sure if he's trying to go into that 8 there.
Well, I mean, he's got to do something with it, unless he can get pro side on that 8 somehow.
Right.
Like, I mean, there is a. No, it doesn't bank past the 6. The 6 cuts it off.
Yeah, I don't think so.
If the 5 was gone, it would bank in the side. But
you might be able to bank that off the top end rail with some speed and inside to shorten it up a little bit. I think that might be the move. Just past the 6.
You'd have to really short it. You're talking like a lot of right spin on the cue ball, depending on the angle.
I think it's pretty doable. We'll see if he gets there.
Nice cut there to get to the 10.
Oh, he hit that beautiful. Yeah, he's dead perfect on the 10. And
or the 9. You can take the 9.
No, you leave yourself shape to get short side of the 8 with the 9, right? Almost want to roll into the 6. See? That's what he's looking at.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, so realistically, where that cue ball is, just a little bit to the right of almost where the line that the 1 is on, anywhere like there is going to be good. But he's going to use the 10 to get to the 8, I guess. Interesting. Because that 1 could come into play. Could slow it up on him.
Absolutely, especially if you get a little full on the 10.
Okay, so he is, I like this. Taking the 10, and getting that nice line on the 9 to get short side. He's perfect.
This is great.
Yep, this is just all speed now. He's just got to get above the 8, and he's
Even if you run into the 8, I like your chances of, if your speed is right, I still like your chances of getting a shot. You can run into the 8 or the 6 here and still have a decent chance of getting it.
I would love to be able to run. Yeah, the 6 would be great. Running to the 8 could be trouble.
It could be, but it could also turn out pretty well. So, you're aiming for the 6, but you don't really mind the 8 either because a lot of good things can happen.
Looks like Ray just completed it.
No, I don't think they're done yet, are they?
Unless they're playing race to 4.
It's a race to 4. It's 5-4 today.
Oh yeah, because yes, like 20 players today. So
He only had 16.
16.
We went from 37 to 16.
Oh, that's Father's Day.
Right. It makes sense, but played a nice safety there. I mean, I don't even think he's got the 5. He got the 7-5 though.
He's got the 4
or
ball.
the 4.
He's got the 4.
I think I'll play the 7-5 here if I could see it.
There's a nice cut on the 4 here. Should be good. Oh wow. He was just playing safe there.
Does Kyle bank it into the bottom right?
What a shot that would be.
He called it.
Or do you go 2? I go 2 rails here maybe. The Z bank.
I think it lays pretty nice for that bottom right 1 rail. He called it. He's going for it.
Hold on to your seats, folks. Here we go.
Off the 1. Oh.
All right, it's do or die here from where the 8 sits. You got to run out. Well, there is potential to leave the cue ball on the left side of the table, I guess, but I think you want to run out here for sure.
No doubt. And really, it looks like you have to start with the 3. I don't see anything as pretty straightforward other than the 3. The 4-7 can be a little funky. Probably like to take the 7 first.
Yeah, if you miss, just stay to the left side of the table.
Hit that sweet, though.
Yep.
So that's a good starter.
I kind of like pulling back off this, too. I mean, I try to get to the 7. If I don't, I got the 5 or the 1,
Right.
But if you can, I mean, this is a line to get to the 7 right now. Because that's kind of, those balls, like you said, are sitting a little funny.
Yeah.
So get to them as early as possible because it gives you more opportunity to get to it. So you kind of just draw out of this. Not too hard. Just middle of the table.
I think if Joe gets out here, he's got to really start feeling good.
Oh, now you got to make that shot.
Right.
Yeah, because this is cuttable. This is back cut.
Yeah, it shouldn't be too much of a problem. I don't think it was very similar to the shot Steve had. Steve had a little more distance.
Yeah, this could have been 3-1 Joe. That would have been a big swing here for Joe.
Absolutely.
To take a pretty nice lead starting off, but
he overcut that ball. Wow.
So Joe getting away with one there. Oh, and he's jacked up.
His next shot will be over the 8. We know that.
This is what you're going to see. What Joe's made of right here. Not an easy shot here, folks. Pressure's on, too.
Coming off of a kind of a weird miss.
Hit it good.
He hit it good.
Oh,
always, yeah.
And on the 7. But here's the problem with the 7 ball. If you miss it, it's a sellout. The 1 ball leads nicely to the 7,
Right.
And you're not really going to have a better shot. The problem is you don't want this cue ball coming to the top of the table. If anything, up and down, you got to get back. Just don't. There you go. That's perfect.
Now he's dead on the 7. He hit that nice. And he knows it. He knows he's got to take that 7 out.
7 is definitely the next ball.
Well, you could play short side for either of those balls. And the side off the 5.
You could. Yeah, you could play the 5. I don't.
It's
Yeah.
just that's a little touchy.
Yeah, it
I
is.
think that's why the 7's a better decision.
Yeah, you got so much room to get a shot on the 4 or the. Uh-oh.
Well, oh wow, yeah.
Yeah, you definitely wanted to roll forward or complete the draw. I mean, drawing or rolling forward there, but sticking yourself that's going to be tough.
Looks like he's playing the combo.
Wow, this is just not easy.
I think it's pretty doable though. I think if you make contact with the 5, it's hard not to make it.
I'd find a way to miss this shot for sure.
No doubt. Me too.
Like, oh my god! like I said, for me that 5 would have stayed up for sure.
No doubt.
For sure, that
He
shot
hit it.
would have
He hit
stayed
it.
up.
He managed. He managed. So we are possibly going to see a 3-1. Yeah, big opportunity missed for Kyle there, honestly. I would never expect him to overcut that ball.
Yeah, you ain't gonna see too many of those. Oh, he rattled that one in. If that ball had to travel 3 more inches,
It might be a different story.
yeah. Alrighty. Joe to break.
Still has not made a ball on a break, but he's getting a good split, so he definitely needs to change something up a little bit. You know, I think he's hitting them good. It's just I think a lot of the times when I'm splitting them good, I just need to change my speed.
M News, you got the score wrong for the first time in the history of our stream. It's 3-1 Joe.
Oh.
Oh, she already corrected herself before I said it.
Doesn't count.
Yeah, you already put up 2-2, Subkiss. We got we're striking it up there.
Jeez.
Look at this. Damon's got Ray sweating. You see the sweat coming down his head?
No doubt.
Yeah, Ray is sweating.
Yeah, I think they are done now, though.
Oh, yeah, they're just coaching with him. Gotcha.
All right, Joe, let's see a ball down.
You want to go ask him if he wants to sit in the booth for a game?
Sure.
Yeah, go ask him. We'll see what he can do in the booth here. But ask him, you know. It's like,
How do you feel about getting in the booth?
they're all trying to get him to go in the booth. I don't think he's got the nerves for it right now. Okay. I heard him out there cheering him on to go in the booth.
Yeah.
He's having too much fun playing.
And they're leaving. They're going to a cookout.
Oh, I want to go to. They're having. My neighbors are having a cookout. They got a big graduation party, and I told them I got some stuff going on, but my wife will be stopping over, and maybe I should have told her to grab me some grub.
There's no point. Yeah, I was going to say there's no way you didn't, right? Hopefully you got asked for some leftovers or something.
Yeah. All right, let's see. Lyle's on solids. I'm sorry, Kyle. I just said Lyle.
You guys do that, man.
Yeah, well, Kyle
I
and
guess
Lyle.
it's easy for me to remember because it's my name.
Well, Kyle and Lyle are so similar, but
Not in
Lyle-
age.
No, not in age. I hope Lyle's not listening, but
Oh, he definitely is.
he's a lot older.
He definitely is. It's okay, Lyle. You're not old. Kyle's just young.
No, Lyle, you're old.
Straight up.
He's gonna be like, keep laughing, you two clowns. You guys are both gonna be old soon.
Yep, it'll happen, and I hope I get some mess for it myself.
Oh yeah, if you're still here in Wisconsin, I'd be like, yeah, you're old.
You oldie. At that point, you'll be sending me invites to the retirement home.
We actually, I think Kendall donated or no, they do. So they do have a retirement home here with some pool tables, and I think Kendall and MH they went and did they refelted all the tables or something.
Oh yeah, that's cool.
Oh, he tried to slide that 7. That would have been beautiful.
Yeah, that would have definitely been another one for the reel.
All right, so Joe with a 3-1 lead coming to the table, and a pretty decent looking table. I mean, there is one pocket that he can't use really.
And it looks like at least one ball is wanting to go there.
Kyle, what did you just do?
I didn't do anything but turn the fan on.
You shut off our monitor.
I didn't touch the monitor, man.
Yeah, you did. Look, it did it again.
Is it the fan?
Yeah, I think so. Keep the fan off, I guess.
No way, I'm getting hot. A little bump on the 6, and now the 3-6 is a problem for Kyle if he gets back to the table a little bit. Still got issues with that. Well, now the 12 ball goes. 12 ball looks nice. So not a whole lot of problems for Joe for the run out. Just got to hold your rock.
Yeah, to get 4-1 up on Kyle would be huge.
Yeah, I really don't.
I mean,
oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? I mean, because when you come in to play Kyle, you got to be thinking, man, I hope I can just stay level with him.
Right.
But to come in and have a 4-1 lead, that's just a huge momentum booster for you.
Well, here's the thing, though. I remember the first week Kyle played.
8-1 down.
Yeah.
Came back and
he
didn't lose. Yeah, I remember that game. He played oh my God, I'm drawing a blank. Mike Sabota.
Yeah.
Yeah, played Mike Sabota, was up 8-1 on him, and came back and won like 12-9.
Right.
Yeah.
So we know there's no give up.
Yeah, once he gets running, I mean, you just better get comfortable in your seat, you know?
Mm-hmm.
But that's why it's good for Joe to, jump
needs
out.
to be here.
Yeah, needs to be jumped out a little bit.
Because if it's the other way around, you feel like now you're climbing the mountain.
Supka says, out of control booth here. What? We're sort of in control. Kind of. Every now and then we let loose.
All right. He's looking pretty solid here, honestly.
Yeah, Kyle taking the 3 down.
This is a big shot, though.
Yeah, I think he's got to be planning. He's going to come out, follow, and he'll have either the 2 or the 7. Unless he draws to the 4.
This point sticks out big, though.
Oh, see, he drew. He's drawn to the 4. Yeah.
There, it almost looked like he wanted to play the 3 off the 4 on the side.
No, I think he was taking that 3 down and playing one pocket, 4 in the same pocket.
Yeah. What do you sell out, though?
Well, not a lot. Joe has a back cut on the 9, but where's that? That cue ball is going right into the 2 almost, huh?
Yeah. Yeah, I would say into the backside of the 2.
Yeah, he's going to kind of come with a shot. He's got to develop it. He's got a little bit of speed here. Maybe he'll have the 15.
I think he can come away with a shot if he hits the 2.
Oh, wow.
Okay, yeah. He hit that good.
Yeah, it's on the 15.
Don't stick on the 3. All right, hit it good. So, no real problems. Another map, we would call it, right? Another road map.
You stay for the 11.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, and just flow down the left side of this table.
Well, he might want to consider taking the long shot on the 10. If he tries to go all the way up, he could find himself on the 50 or without
Yeah.
a shot. Because that 4, like you say, is a beach ball.
Yeah.
So we'll see where he ends up here.
He might be coming towards the middle of the table. No, he's playing left.
This is what I'm saying.
Did he get there?
4 is a beach ball.
I don't know. Definitely top of the chalk, tells me.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Probably just slow roll and play the long shot on the 10. He's got the back cut on that 12, but dangerously probably going to hit the 8.
Yeah, you're going into the 8, but I don't think you're making the 8, right? As long as you really take a look at this shot, I think you got to feel okay. You got to feel okay about it.
Yeah, it's just, again, variables. You're adding the variables.
Absolutely.
And it's dangerous. My thought would be, it's coming off the 8, off the side rail, and hopefully you got a shot on the 10.
Looks like he's playing it safe. Is he lining up a safety?
Yep, he is. And I don't think he's going to get there.
He did not get there. He definitely sold out the 4. Definitely sold out the 4. Now, it's kind of a sellout shot, the 4, if it doesn't go. Because then you open up a lot of space for the 10. But you got to shoot this if you're Kyle.
Yeah, you got to think he's good to make it.
Right.
He has missed a few today, though. Yeah, his alignment is a little off today. He's missed a few. I mean, that's not an easy shot there, but
It's still something you see Kyle make probably about 70, at least 70. I would say closer to 90.
Yeah, if I had to bet on Kyle, I'm taking that bet all day that he makes that shot.
Right, like 9-1, yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty straight here. It looks good for a stun. If you can stop the ball, that's perfect. Did he?
Unfortunate.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah, he locked himself on the 8 there. That's brutal.
I wasn't sure exactly how straight he was. That was the only thing that could have went bad with that shot.
I tell you, that's kind of the first roll that Kyle got, because none of the rolls have been going his way really. So that's one that went in his favor.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Unless Joe makes this shot, then you got to be like, it's just not my day.
Channel your inner Steve here. Steve would make this ball left-handed.
90%.
Right? Yeah, this is a hanger.
The kick shot artist. All right, let's see how he hits it. Gave it a good ride.
Yeah, definitely.
All right, Kyle back to the table with a pretty good spread here. The only issue on the table is if he creates one.
Right, I don't see it. I don't see it happening, right? But we never know.
Okay, good control there. The cue ball.
I think it was a little light.
I think he's good because...
You play the 7 in the bottom right corner then?
Nope, I just roll forward here and I play a 7 on the side. 2 is my money ball.
I think your cue ball wants to... I don't... See what I'm saying? Where that cue ball wants to go? It wants to go between them.
Yeah.
That's where the cue ball always wanted to go. But he's still in good shape, right?
He's perfect shape, Yeah, perfect because he comes right back out.
Put the cue ball exactly back where it's at.
Well, he did leave the angle on the 2, so he's got a...
But the 8 ball doesn't pass the 12. That's
what I'm saying.
This got a little funny, huh?
Yeah, he kind of wanted to get straight on the 2. So now he's got to...
Slow roll this ball.
Yeah, he's going to probably play it in the side. Or all the way down.
Hit it good.
Yeah, plays it in
good
the side.
Decision. That's a good decision, There you go, Kyle. Nice out.
Yeah, and that's good for Kyle. You don't want to go down 4-1. 3-2 is this is as close as a match as you can get. So
and Kyle had a couple nice balls to run there, right? Settle his stroke down a little bit, which is big. If you're giving Kyle a chance to relax and get his stroke settled down, he's obviously much harder to beat. You always want to make sure that you got the pressure on him and that he's not open. You want to put the pressure on him. It's the only way you're going to get him off of his game.
Yeah.
Ooh, lost the cue ball. Little kick there off the 10 into the side.
Man, and the spread on the table's looking nice.
Yeah. Stripes.
Stripes or solids, really. Well, yeah, because the 5 ball's a little blocked. I think if you start with the 5 ball, you could go solids. But stripes, everything has. Yeah, you got to go stripes here.
This is one of those where it doesn't really matter. I think it's more about which pattern you feel more comfortable with.
Yeah, the only thing I don't like about the solids is where that 13 is sitting.
Mm-hmm.
But if you start with the 5,
right,
takes that away, and then everything else is fine.
The rest looks pretty inviting. Absolutely.
Yeah. The stripes is you start with the 14 is your only tough ball, really.
If I wanted to say there's a problem for the solids other than the 5, I would say it's the 4.
Yeah, I like 15, 11, 14. That's a nice starting pattern.
Yeah, and I really like that Joe's going to take his time with this pattern, right?
M News says, nice break, except the itching part.
Yep.
I think she meant scratching.
Itching and scratching, you get it?
Itching and scratching.
It was punny.
It was punny. So if you start, so if you're starting with this 11, just play the 15 and stop and then go to the 11. Then that way you clear out the middle of the table for yourself. But this was the pattern I was talking about, 11, 14,
Back up to the middle somewhere.
Yep.
Right, you can run into the 6 and be okay. Somewhat.
I like coming right in between the 5 and the 6 here, because then you can get on the 13 or the 10.
That's just fine, though. See, now he's got 2 rails back to the middle of the table where you're safe. But you're running into a little traffic here. There's no doubt about it. You can't play the 10 ball short side if you wanted to stay away from traffic completely. So I think we'll see him go 2 rails, but you got to avoid running dead into the face of the 6 or the 5 or the 3. You're running into traffic there. And now he's obviously got to look at the 15, but no pocket. Can he see the 9?
I don't think so. Oh, if he could, that'd be great.
Right. Look at that. I think he might be able to do that. He's getting down on it. He's getting down on it.
I think you're right.
That's pretty fortunate. But still a tough shot to get shape here.
If you can find a way to stop it, kill it, we'll have the 10.
Yeah, like a little baby draw. An inch draw.
Yep. I don't know. Let's see if we got another view here. There's probably a better view for it. Nope.
Going forward. He got there.
He's good. Left himself a shot.
But again, he's a little off angle on this 10 where this cue ball wants to come off that end rail towards the 5.
He might decide to play the 15.
Where?
Top
left.
Yeah.
That would be a highlight.
Yeah,
I would love to see that shot. And you would have to go forward with that shot because the side pocket looms. I think the shot. Oh, you look at you. I think he's lined up. Yeah, I think you're right.
At the 10.
So, big balls with the 5 and 6 here.
Oh my God, this is like that Joshua Filler shot. Did you see that shot where he loaded up with top?
I don't think so.
Oh my God. So the shot Joe just shot, he really loaded up with top to get that, and he got a lot of nice action on that cue ball.
Mm-hmm.
We'll take a look at that shot again. fantastic shot there. But Filler had one similar but tougher and on a 9-foot table, and he put so much follow to get. I mean, it was unbelievable.
Where you create that little
Yeah.
angle, the ball pops off of its tangent line for a second.
He's
Oh,
gotta
that's
make-
short.
God.
Yeah, it's overcut.
So that was the easier shot. So watch his shot. He's really got to force follow that, and he did a great job.
Right. That was a beautiful shot. Well struck. Good stroke there.
Yeah,
That's
He developed a shot, which he didn't have a natural shot there. So, and then he missed the easy one, unfortunately.
right. If you could call it easy.
Well,
right?
not easy. I mean, but
easier than the one he hit.
Yeah, the previous one he shot was a fantastic shot, which, 5 out of 10 maybe if you're lucky. The shot he missed is like he makes that 9 out of 1 probably, or 9 out of 10.
Right. So Kyle's got one problem here on the table. That's the one ball.
Yeah, he's got to find a way to get below it, huh? It does bank, but
Right between the 8-15. That's kind of your second choice at it. You'd rather shoot it up
Yeah.
table if you could.
he's got opportunities to get underneath it though.
Absolutely, absolutely. But you have to focus on your pattern because of it. So we'll see how he can manage that.
He might think about trying to get ball in hand to get to the 1. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Draw off this 5, hide it behind the 4, and then make it really tough for your opponent to get a hit. And then there you go, you're golden.
And then even if they do kick out it,
That might be what he's doing. He might be calling safe there. Nope.
no. He called the pocket. And this is a nice angle on the 6 to fall short side on the 1.
Yeah. I really like trying to play a safe to get behind the 4-3.
It's just not laying lock up, though. Nothing's laying locked up.
You really don't need it to lock up because the 8 and the 1 are huge around that 15.
It depends on where the cue ball is, though. There are kicks, so you don't want to give that away. And like I said, if you do end up playing the safety, Joe could get the hit and then sell out the ones short side
That's what I'm
at
saying.
the same time.
Yeah, so as long as you get safe, you're
But when
fine.
you get to this level, you really want to choose the options that
if I have the
force
option
your.
of giving my opponent a 3-rail kick, I'm doing it all day. Like,
that
see this?
wasn't
I
very
don't
good.
like this. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Nothing laid good for a safety. I didn't like any safeties I didn't think anything safety-wise was very straightforward. So just make your 6 and float up. Because then if you miss shape on the 1, you can, or you're uncomfortable over it, you can still play a little bit of a safety, and you get your 1 out. And as long as you don't sell out, you don't have to be lock up.
All right, he's not missing that one, but he's on the 50 here. It goes in the side, and it cuts down.
I think you got to play this in the side.
I like it in the side. Calling it in the side.
Like, you're always going to leave a long shot in the side. And I think you're taking away the scratch. I think if you play it all the way in the corner, you got a decent chance of losing the cue ball in the left corner, bottom left corner.
Yeah, you really want to bear down and just drill this.
Yeah. Float this ball in.
What I always do is I'm aiming to that far point, never to the close point.
Speed is a big thing on this shot.
Nope.
He overdid it.
Yeah, he definitely aimed to the far point.
No doubt. And like I said, at least in that situation, your second prize is a long shot. So you're still forcing your opponent here to come with the stroke.
Yeah, and I think you go with the 4 ball and stop, because if you miss, you're still not leaving a shot. So just a stop on the 4, and it's a 2-way.
I think we'll see that. That's fine. He's still got options, plenty of options. Take the one here.
Yeah, maybe a little back and forth action here.
Absolutely.
There you go.
And that's beautifully done. So now he's in good position, right?
Yeah, he's got the proper angle on the 3 to get to the 2 or the 6. Anywhere middle table's nice here.
Yeah.
Personally, I'd like to get straight on the 2, and that way I could just play a stop shot to the 6.
Kind of like he did.
Just
He's
like
on.
that.
He's on a nice angle here. Yeah, a little bit floating towards that side pocket, but
I mean, he could even roll forward if he wants.
Yeah, plenty of decisions that he can go with.
Yeah.
As long as you're making this ball, you're okay.
Mhm.
Like the whole time. But still, this is a big shot. This is a big one.
Well, this will tell you how he's feeling. Okay, so he's okay. He's feeling good.
You got to feel like he's settled in a little bit. Still a little awkward here, right?
Yeah, I think you got to draw it and then get above the 8.
He's looking at playing the 6 on the side
No.
and coming back and forth. That's what he's looking at. See, and then that second tap is saying if I play it.
I don't like that. I mean, you could just draw this as a natural angle, get above the 8, play it down in the same pocket
He likes it side.
or the side. No.
And he got all the way under it.
There you
Beautiful
go.
shot. That was well controlled.
That'll work.
I think that'll, yeah. All right, tied game. Tie ball game, folks. Nice out from Kyle. Nice out. Well struck 6 ball. Good control.
Joe saying hello. Said we had a great King of the Hill match last Friday. Yep, 3 days ago?
Yep.
Yeah, it was a great match. And Joe just played recently
2 days ago.
2 weeks
Okay.
ago on King of the Hill. And I think I still got you signed up for the Knights or I think I got you signed up for Jesters. Long wait, though. Okay, got some balls going down that time. That's a decent break there. Ooh, stripes. I like the stripes.
Off the bat, I like the stripes too.
Actually, I mean, if I had a great starting shot
On the solids.
on the solids, yeah, I'd take the solids.
Right.
Either one is great here. This is such a good break.
The only thing with the stripes is the position for like the 10-14 is a little tight.
Yeah, and that's kind of why I like the solids, but I think he'll be able to figure something out here.
Yeah.
Like right there, he's got the angle now to either get on the 10 or run in and do a little bumping. You know, I think he's got to do a little. Yep, he's got the 10.
He's on it.
Yeah.
That's a pretty good stroke. Now, do you play this 15 off the 11? Kind of risky, moving the 11 when it goes.
Yeah, you really hate to do it, but I think you might have to.
Well, and the 7 ball kind of gives you some insurance with what happens to that 11, right? The 11 won't go too far because the 7 is going to...
Stop it.
Right, and kind of you can tell it kind of pushes it out towards the middle. The only thing is it might lock up with the 5.
He's cutting us in the side. And he might be coming back into the same position roughly that he's in, so why not just take that shot?
You got to hit the replay on that one. That was a beautiful touch.
Yeah, and as long as he gets a nice stop shot here.
Yeah, you can you can really float this 11 in. And then play a little baby draw on 13.
I like the 13 drawn back to the 11, then to the 15.
I just think that's a riskier, lower percentage shot than just taking the 11 now.
11,
and you're still...
15. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, 11, 15.
11, 13, 15. Well, after the 11, I think it's open. Yeah, you got plenty of decisions.
I don't know if he's got the line. Does he? Let me see. Does he got the line on the 11?
To make it, yeah.
Well, what I'm saying is if he makes that 11, the danger he could roll past it and get hooked behind the 7-5.
Right.
Depending on the speed, you know.
Just float it in. This is going to be real light.
Well, that's what I'm saying. He could float right past it.
Don't even get there.
See, this is what I'm talking about right here.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about on the float shot.
Mm-hmm. I see that. And if I felt like if I was going to go that far, I probably would have considered playing the 11 off of the 7. So I can hit it nice and full and really kill my cue.
Yeah, I thought this was going to be a break and run, but
Here we
now
go.
now it's
Still
in
not
trouble.
over.
Still shooting.
Still shooting. Bury it.
He's got it.
Oh, overcut it. Tough to overcut that one. All right, and this is a good opportunity for Joe to take the lead back. Trying to figure out a problem, but really, it's about making your ball like. That's a really good point you brought up. Is as long as I make this ball in front of me, I'm gonna get a shot. As far as your mindset when you're trying to run a nice open table.
Yeah, sometimes, a lot of the times, when you're shooting a ball and you're like, okay, left spin, got to come off the rail, control my speed. You know what you need to do. You get the ball right to where you want to, but you're not focusing on making the ball.
Making it.
And then you'll just miss the ball.
And the table's so wide open that you don't need to be thinking about all that. That's a good point. I think I do that a lot.
Oh, I do it. I see it. I see it at the pro level. I see guys coming to the table. You know what they're thinking. And they're thinking there's no way I can miss this shot. And then they miss that shot. It's odd. It's so weird.
Right. It just goes to show how mentally stable and strong you have to be able to excel at pool, to play pool well.
So many people, like, they cross-reference or compare it to golf because, like, when you're golfing and you take a golf swing, take a shot, there's like 75 to 100 things that you have to do properly just to get a decent shot.
Right.
Not a good shot, just a decent one. And there's so many things that you have to do in order and the correct timing. Pool is the same way. Not as much as, golf, but, from your stance to your stroke to your aim point to where you're hitting on the cue, your speed. There's all these things that you got to be thinking about and do them all at the same time.
Right. Yeah. And like, you can't mentally track all that. You have to mentally track the important things.
Mad Matt says, Sup Kiss is back. Time to get my fingers warmed up.
There you go.
Good to see you back.
Get them in the chat, you guys.
What's up, Mad Matt?
Hope everybody's having a great Father's Day. I know we are. We got a good one here. 3-3. Kyle told me that there's going to be no hill today. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing at this point because we got a tie ball game at 3. So.
If it goes hill, man, I'll be like, Kyle, you make it exciting every week for us.
It's hard not to have you back. Give us a good match every week.
Man, we went hill for King of the Hill on Friday, and me and MH were in the booth till 12:15 in the morning.
Yeah, that's a big match. It was a good match too. Well struck. Wow. Even if that wasn't necessarily the plan, he hit it good. I think that's what he was trying to do, which is really touchy, but well pulled off. He pulled it off. So got to get on the 6 though. Let's see if he holds it for his last ball, which is that can be kind of an issue too now. Okay, he's going to take this 6 now. But this is rattleable. You got to really draw this one. A lot of times you overspin this one, overcook it. Big stroke here. This will tell us a lot about how Joe's feeling at the moment. Well, he overcooked it.
Yep, and got hooked.
Wow. But he hit the 6 so clean that it still went, right? A lot of the times when you overstroke that ball, the 6 will rattle. But he hit it so clean that he just overcooked it. I think you just got to clip the 3 and put the cue ball on the end rail right on the middle of the diamond.
M News is asking, where is the Mad Apple? Mad Apple is located in Appleton, Wisconsin.
Right off College Avenue. If you don't know, now you know, and you should make your way down if you can, because we have great food, unbelievable playing conditions. It's really one of the best pool halls.
Mad Matt just said, just got done kayaking with the wife, and M News is like, is she still alive? I'm hoping so.
I hope so. Yeah.
I took my wife whitewater rafting. Probably,
I love whitewater rafting. It's so fun.
yeah, I took her probably about, oh man, it's been a while. Probably 9 years.
Yeah.
9, almost a decade. But when we took her out there, oh, it freaked her out. She saw the rapids, and she would not go unless we got a guide because she's never been.
Yeah.
And I'm like, babe, I got you. It's not that difficult. These are like stage 3, stage 2 rapids.
Yeah, no class 4s.
No 4 or 5s. We ain't gonna drown. Got life preservers. I mean, it wasn't that bad.
Yeah.
I finally convinced her to do it with me, and she was like, oh my God, I'm so glad we didn't have a guide in the boat. It was so great, just me and you. And she had a great time with it. All right.
I love it, man. I love it. It is so fun.
All right, Kyle, to take the lead for the first time, I think. Right?
I think you're right.
Yeah. Back on top for the first time.
Yeah, unless he won the first one, this will be his first lead, because Joe definitely went up 3-1. So 3-1 to 4-3. Like we were saying, you need to jump out in front of Kyle, because he's going to battle back.
Yeah, if he gets on a run here, Joe could be in trouble.
Tough to beat.
Yeah, Joe's going to have to come with a few games to stay in the match. Oh, it was a nice break. He really popped the ball.
Does he get one to go, though? That 10 ball
10.
wants to.
Nope.
Another dry break, and it looks like you got to take stripes.
Yeah, 4-10 combo. Started off.
If you can stray away from the... Yeah, you're right. Because really getting under that 4 ball for shape on the 10 isn't very open. It's not there. But I was going to say starting with the 9 isn't the worst option, but that still leaves the 4-10 problem. You're kind of playing a defensive run here.
Yeah, see, I mean, if you're going to take the stripes, start with the 4-10.
Right.
It leads right to the 14, and everything else is open. Now he's got to find a way to that 10.
To an extent, right? You still got to get pretty good shape on the 13, because the 15-13 doesn't lay very well.
Matt says, yeah, nothing to do with the Mad Apple. I'm just an angry person.
Oh, Joe couldn't get that ball to go. So Kyle's got one problem with the 4 ball. And maybe, and the 1-6. That one's not necessarily lined up.
Tell you what, you might want to just take a smash at this 2 ball and try and hit that 4.
I don't mind it. I don't mind running. That would be a good option.
Or the 7.
The 7 leads nicely. The 7 leads in between the 14-3 too.
If he could hit this 4 ball off the 2, that would be so cool. See what he's got up his sleeve here. See what his plan is.
Yeah, because
you could almost follow that 4 through with the right angle.
Yeah. It actually, where that 10 ball lays, it's not necessarily on the point. You got an actually pretty good amount of room. I think he's going to go between this 3-14 and try to break up the 1 right now.
Got that.
And he hit that nice.
Yeah, it doesn't come away with a very favorable shot here, though.
Maybe 5 in the side.
Yeah, or the cut on the 1 is... I don't like it, but it's there.
It's there. Yeah, I agree. I think I would cut the 5 here, and that's what he's looking at.
This is tough.
It's still very doable. He's got a little bit of a problem with the 3 as well. Like, you can use the 1 to get up there, but really, like we said, the big problem in this rack is the 4 ball. I don't mind him necessarily missing there either because, again, now the 10 ball, unless you can make it right now, which I don't think you can, you might be able to, depending on how much room you got on the point there.
Yeah, and I think that was kind of the thing in the beginning of the match when Joe decided to take stripes. I mean, that 10 is just, if by not taking that 4-10, he really kind of doomed himself here a little bit.
Yeah, it was always going to be a tough run.
Yeah, tough to get to this 10 or figure it out.
But now that 1, 5, 6 is open, the 14 goes by the 1, right? So you can get under the 4 now, whereas before you couldn't. Before you had to shoot the 14 up table. So now he can make that 14 past the 1 and try to end up on the end rail. And there's a lot of good angles you can end up on to accomplish
I'll
that.
tell you what I like is this 12 ball off the 10. Play the carom shot here. Instead of putting this in the side, roll it down off the 10.
Open it up.
Yeah, open it up. Because he is going to start running out of options unless he can get, 14, like you said, to the 10.
And there's a lot of good angles as long as you're pretty straight. You know, if you can get anywhere between that 3 and 8 with the cue ball, as long as you're not really killing your cue ball action if you do happen to have to run into those. I think the straighter in on the 14 you can get, the better, and it's pretty manageable from that point.
We got David Midlow and Fong playing on table 7 in our mini for the hot seat right now.
I got one against David.
Dave's a good player.
Yeah, he is. I love that green glove, man. That's what stood out to me. I seen him play. What drew me to watching him play was a green glove, and then I saw that he had a good stroke, and I was like, I want to play that guy.
Yeah, he started coming up to the Apple right around the same time I did. He had taken a lot of time off. I don't even think he had a Fargo. He was just like, I think.
Oh, that's a lot of time, yeah.
Yeah, he took some time off, I think, and then just started playing about 2 years ago.
Okay, look at this. He's playing this triple, the trip combo.
Wow, yeah.
It's now. Obviously, you don't necessarily know what's going to happen to the 14-4, but it
I like
gets the 10 out.
I like playing the 15 though.
Does he get? Oh,
He got
wow! What a shot!
That's gonna work.
That's gonna work beautifully, right? Now he's got a nice angle on that 14 to get out here to the middle. Now the 4 ball is a beach ball. It's a big old ball to get behind.
See, I think he just plays the window and takes the long shot between the 6 and the 8. He just floats out a little bit.
I don't think he does that because he didn't do it the last time.
Well, he should, or he could end up with a
and
lot of angle.
actually, that shot lays really nice right now. He might see it this time.
There it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, just float out.
I hope he goes
window.
back and watches that 10 ball and says, I could have floated for a window there before. Because this time, I think you're right. He made a good decision and might have not seen that long shot window, you know. So, big shot here, though. How do you get to the 8?
Well, you got to make it. He definitely would have possibly got there.
Yeah, I think if that ball goes, the cue ball dies a little bit.
He
You
had-
catch it a little fuller.
He had the right idea, just a little too much on it, and he jarred the ball. So I think you'll see Kyle work his way out of this one.
Yeah, no problems. Just gotta get down and shoot him. Pop out for the 4 is what he's looking at. The 5 looks like it goes by the 12, so that's not too much of an issue as far as playing shape.
That would be the 15 ball down there.
Oh.
Yeah, I like this. Options. Has option. I like the 3 balls in my last ball.
Yeah. Yeah, a nice little stop shot. You can run forward. You can stop.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, plenty of options off the 3 to the 8.
Ooh, he came a little short on that.
Yeah, no
Okay.
doubt.
He's gonna have to make a decision
This is
here.
touchy.
He might want to consider taking the 3 and drawing back to the 5. Um, if he takes the 5, he's gonna have to be very careful with his speed, and he's gonna leave a little bit of angle possibly.
Hmm.
So let's see what he decides here,
He might consider playing short side for the 3 as well.
or coming around above it.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
And then playing it in the same pocket as the 5.
I think that's probably the shot. Watch out.
You never
there.
sell out. If he gets a bump, it's okay too.
Oh, that's just brutal.
No, I think it goes in the side.
That's gonna be tough.
He'll make it. I think it's manageable. Tougher shot than you would like, obviously. But I think it's manageable. I think he'll handle it. Because the overhead, it looks like it's laying straighter than it looks.
Here you go. This is a good view.
Yeah.
Oh, that looks much more makeable, but I mean, look, yeah, the way he's
Still,
shooting,
yeah.
still very difficult.
Because he doesn't
shot.
want to. He doesn't want to cut the cue ball down here towards that bottom or the right hand bottom corner pocket.
Yeah, this is just not an easy shot. I'm telling you.
It got sticky. A little harder, he would have been fine, right? Or a little softer.
He just called safe.
I don't mind it at all because the 12 ball is not accessible,
He's got to get the cue ball back to the left side of the table, though.
which he'll do.
Yeah, that's gonna work. He does leave the bank here. Ooh, no, he
I
does
don't
not.
think so.
Nope.
Yeah, this is kiss. This is a kiss shot.
Yeah, even the 2 railers kind of taken away. Let's see. Man. You really don't like kicking at this ball. It's tough.
No, I don't even know if the kick is there. Like it almost looks like the 8 ball wants to take away the natural path because you want to kick as close to the side pocket as you can.
Yeah, if you went on the high side, not in between the 8-3, but above it,
Yeah.
and put like infinity left,
Heavy. Yeah, just juice it up.
infinity left spin. Do we have that? This would be a great shot if you could figure out how this goes.
He tried to double kiss it in. I was just gonna say that the double kiss shot is like super like low percentage, but it's possible.
Yeah.
And that would have been nasty.
That would have been highlight forever reel.
Yeah, that one's going on the year highlight reel. Because, yeah, that double kiss is there. A lot of people don't know that shot necessarily because it doesn't come up a lot and it's not a very good shot to shoot. But if it's your only option, you know, your only option to stay in the game, it's good to have in your repertoire.
All right, biggest lead of the match.
What was it, 5-3?
5-3, Kyle on top.
Both you guys are playing good, though, you know. Again, I feel like we just had a couple good weekends in a row. Pretty solid playing. See if he can get one to go. I think both these guys are hitting the ball well. See, they're splitting them so good, but nothing's falling. It's another dry break. But this time he left some clusters. I think you got to take stripes here just because they're on the outside a little bit more. Right? That 12 might pass the 2 in the side. So I think you got to take stripes.
Oh, of course. It always goes in the side.
Every time.
Goes in there 60% of the time, all the time.
There you go.
But yeah, I like the stripes here.
Now, it also leaves a 10 ball problem, but if you can get good on the 11, it's
Ooh,
not.
it's going to. Okay, he's okay.
Well, now he tied the 12 up pretty heavy.
Yeah, that 6 bumped farther than I thought.
This is no. Well, he's got the 15, right? You can do some stuff with the 15 to the 9 to get the 13 out. You can realistically try to pop the 13 out now and try to come away with a shot as well.
Yeah, or 9 around 2 rails into the 6.
I think I would like trying to pop the 13 out now, and if you don't, you can play a safety off of it.
No.
Ew. Looking worse, not better, but that he's on the 12. If it goes by the 2.
That does not. He that 6 is taken away. I think the angle he needs.
No, he's dead on it. See, he's shooting it. But what do you gain from that? Because now the 9 and the 13 are ugly. Here, I would consider just playing a safety and just moving the 9 in a good spot.
Is he banking the 9? He's got the bank on the 9. Between the 1-8.
Oh, man, get your button ready.
The path is there.
It's there. And he's jacked up over the 2. Look at him stretch. This is a big shot. Well, rearrange the furniture for sure a little bit. He didn't necessarily pop that 5-7 out either with that shot, so it was a good attempt. I think he also had that in mind when he shot it. You don't want to just crash into him and open him up. But Kyle's got options to solve it, especially if the 6 goes by this cluster in the bottom corner. But he's going to start with the 2-3, which is a good option too. Good shot. 2 ball almost wanted to tie up funny to the 1, but it didn't. So still a big problem with the 5-7, right? I don't see any good ways to solve that yet.
To solve the 5-7, what do you do?
I think you got to play a safety off of it.
No, you
look
might.
At this. He's on the 4 too right now.
Oh yeah, you got to take the 4.
That was a great shot.
4 and then get back to right where he's at. Almost. Maybe a little forward.
Yeah.
And then play the 1 right there.
This is perfect.
Right here. Take the 1 into the 5. 5-7.
Really, I think you want to come into the 7 nice and full.
Yeah.
Try to make that 13, because then you got the 5 short side if you don't necessarily hit it perfect.
The 5 or the 7, because you'll have the 6 no matter what.
Yeah.
Yeah, 5s, it doesn't matter. You're going to have a shot.
What a shot.
That
now,
nice.
He's off angle on the 6. So is he going to take the 7 now?
Yeah, I think you probably take the 7, just pocket speed. You'll have the 6 on the side.
You have to float that ball because,
You just leave the cue ball on the right rail. And hopefully you can get it to like, so you got the angle to get up to the 5.
Mm-hmm.
You don't want to be going away from the 5. I don't like taking the 6 here.
Right. Well, unless it passes the 8.
See, this is trouble.
Yeah, this is a lot of traffic.
The 7 leads right to the 6.
Unless it passes the 8. Go in the hole.
Jeez, that would have been a nice shot. Wow. Yeah, and he played that speed so good.
Right. Hit it good, but it was always a tough shot. And obviously you take that shot to make the run easy. Like, if he makes that one, he's out. So you can't really argue with the decision, right?
No,
It was a good shot. But again, you also had the 7. So it could have played out different, but I think he chose the right shot.
Well, he could pick his ball here. He could take. I like the 10. It's a little bit of an easier shot. Leads to multiple shots. The 11, easy shot as well, but you could end up long on a ball. The wrong angle.
He's gonna take this 13 and then deal with the bottom half of the table. The thing is that 6 ball takes the 8, like the obvious pocket away from the 8, so you want to make sure that your pattern leads to a pretty routine 8 ball away from its routine pocket.
Yeah, I think you just float forward on the 9 here, play the 10. Next. And then Bob's your uncle after that.
Yes, sir.
Dude, so me and MH were in the booth on Friday.
Yeah.
I brought it up. Or no, somebody from, I think it was England. Or somebody brought it up.
Said it.
Bob's your uncle. I'm like, the first time I ever heard it was Kyle.
Yeah, buddy.
And no, I think it was, where did I hear Bob's your uncle? On a podcast or something?
Yeah, probably, or a different stream.
Somebody said, I'm like, what are they from Arizona? But then we brought it up on the stream, and
No.
somebody from like England said it. I'm like,
Mhm.
are you kidding me? So everybody knew about Bob's your uncle except me?
It's an old pool term. It's an
Yeah.
older pool term. I learned it from an older commentator.
Well, it's just everything. Even
Right.
people that don't play pool, it's just Bob's your uncle.
Right. It's one of those things where it's just like exactly.
Yeah.
It is what it is type thing.
Yeah. I thought it was funny because when they said it, I'm like, man. First time I heard it was Kyle, and I was like, who the hell is Bob? What are you
Such a
talking
good question. That's such a good. Who's Bob? That's such a good question. All right, so I think Kyle's gonna want to leave his 6 ball there for the end. Pretty straightforward, unless he wants to take it now. He's gonna play this rail first or draw it straight up the table.
I just draw this straight back, take everything out. Yep. He just drew it straight back because it takes out all the variables.
Yeah, I think he hit it because it's a fun shot.
That too.
You get to let the back arm go.
Yeah.
Put a stroke on the ball.
No, I love that he just drew that straight back because, and we'll take a look at it. A lot of people try to play this, off rails and craziness, but you're adding variables.
That ball needs to go. He's okay. Don't overcut this one, Kyle. Obviously much less drastic, but well struck.
All right, so let's analyze and take a look at this shot again. Where you see a lot of players not do this. They'll try to come around, play
Yeah.
rail first. But if you just draw straight back, it's like you really can't get in much trouble here.
Right, and it shows a lot of confidence in your stroke.
Yeah, I like it. But there's a lot of players that will not take that shot.
Right,
And they'll
because
tell you not to take it.
and they'll say you got miscues to worry about and
Yep.
things like that.
We are on a player break at 6-3, so Kyle starting to run away a little bit here.
That's 5 in a row.
Is it 5 in a row?
Yeah, it was 3-1. It was 3-1 Joe.
That's right. God, how many times has he done this on the stream?
Right.
He gets going, and then he's going to be tough to beat.
Right. Not necessarily the quickest starter we've had, but once he does get going.
Yeah, that's been the case since I've been commentating on his matches. He starts slow, and then he just hits a gear, and Bob's your uncle.
Yeah, and then Bob's your uncle. The guy is done.
But so what's up for Father's Day, everybody? Anybody get anything exciting from their kids? Did you do anything nice for your father?
Right. Who got a
How-
pool cue?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. There you go.
That would be a sweet present.
Who got a pool table?
Oh, going fancy, right? That would
Probably.
be sweet.
How awesome would that be for Father's Day? You get a pool table.
Yeah.
That'd be crazy.
If you guys, if anybody did get a pool table out there, let me know. I want to come play.
Yeah, and I want to know what your kids do for a living.
Right.
If they got you a pool table.
Oh man, we got Fong running the balls over here on table 7.
Bong is playing David. And they're on the one oh no, they're playing for the hot seat.
Yeah.
Yeah, hot seat. And of course, Ray, South Strip hanging around. Tyler hanging around as always. It's always the same guys. Craig Fowler. Is he still in it? Let's check it out.
I don't see Craig.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
he's
there he
playing.
is.
He's playing Mike. So you got Mike and Craig and Spencer and Ray. They're all still in it. So you got 6 players left.
Kyle's coming back into the arena here.
If anybody's watching, just peep in here.
Yep.
Just say hi.
Haven't hit it in a while, so
Well, yeah, we haven't used that soundboard. We should definitely try to record some new ones sometime. Get
yeah.
something fresh.
We need to get you with Bob's your uncle.
Bob's your uncle.
We need to get Chris with what is it? There's one that he always. What is his?
I know we talked about this last week.
I always
too.
forget.
Who was it that reminded us of it?
Somebody in the chat room.
Yeah.
It's something like, well, you can't make them all the time, or
Look at that. Kyle switched the breakup. I like the idea, Kyle.
still nothing dropping though. Oh, bad transition. What happened? I hate that it'll freeze on me.
Yeah.
Bad technology. Bad technology.
All right, so besides the 3-ball, well, the 3-ball goes in the same pocket as the 2 as well, and you can play shape for it right now. I like the solids. Nah, this
Stripes.
this is one of those tables. It's player preference.
I start with stripes. Start with the 11.
Well, you got to deal with the 12 then.
Easy.
How do you get short side for the 12?
Right after the 9 ball.
Not gonna work. I don't like it. I don't like it. I think I like the solids here. And you just a little bit of left here, come 2 rails for the 3 in the same pocket as the 2, and then the rest of the table's nice.
What is this up kiss saying? So many dry breaks. What is this? Prohibition? Prohibition. No, they serve alcohol here. For sure.
Yeah, well, the table is on prohibition for sure.
They got an awesome bar here. They got the Mattio, an outdoor bar here, which goes right into the bar.
And it's beautiful.
It's awesome.
It's
man.
so nice.
2 fire pits, brand new.
Yeah, you got horseshoes, you got
Cornhole.
throw some bags. And when they open that garage door, the bar is really nice. You know, they open the garage door.
It's like that, like a tiki bar, almost like Florida style,
Yeah.
where you get like an outdoor indoor bar. It's really awesome.
And the weather is just suited up for it too.
Yeah, we finally got a nice day today.
Yeah. Good stroke. Really, he just needs to try to deal with that 3-ball as soon as he can. Because the 4 goes up table pretty easily if you take the 3 out.
See, I told you solids were the balls to take.
Yeah, you did, man. You got me.
No, I was just saying stripes, but
I was right.
Yeah.
But I'll never say I'm right. I'll just be right and let you know. You know, as long as you know, I don't have to say it. I still like coming off the 6 towards the 13 to get the 3 out. But he's kind of looking elsewhere. I guess I don't really mind taking the 4-ball right now, but I just think that doesn't lead you anywhere.
yeah, I don't like the 7. You might just run into the 10 here and make things weird.
Always have the 6 as an insurance ball with a shot, I feel like.
Yeah, but that 10 ball is just a variable I don't want to deal with.
Right. Sometimes those variables cause you to miss shots. You know, you're overthinking what's going to happen to the cue ball.
All right, stripes looking pretty good here.
Especially with that 2-ball gone now, there's no problems other than maybe the 10.
I think the 9 is the only. Oh yeah, the 10 is now a little tough, huh? And the 14. Oh no, 14 goes. Yeah.
14's okay, right?
Yeah,
You want to
yeah.
play one of those balls in the side,
Actually, you're probably playing the 14 off the 7, clear for the 10.
clear it. I like that idea as well.
Yeah.
Lots of ways to get through this one. And it looks like you might want to play short side for the 9 or 12 right now on the side as well.
Nope. Yeah. I like the 15 ball, and then get on the 9.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just float this right past the 11. You might kiss it a little bit. But
Don't want to do that if you don't have
there
to.
you go. Perfect. Maybe.
He's still on the 12.
Yeah. You could just come around to the 9 here.
Yeah, and just float this one in with a little touch of left.
Kind of tough because you're stretched out and over a ball. So let's get a better angle here. That's a good angle to look this shot at.
I missed the 9.
Uh-oh. Where's that cue going?
Off the point.
Oh.
It's up.
Think we might have got away with one there.
Oh, absolutely. That one worked out really well.
Okay. Yep. And the pool god said, we gave you the last one, but not this one.
Juice it up with inside and hit it a little fat. That's how it tends to go. If you put inside on the ball, you tend to hit it a little thick, and if you put outside on the ball, you tend to hit it a little thin.
All right. One all the way down. Should be able to find his way out. If he can't find his way out of this one, it's going to be hurt locker time.
Yeah, definitely agree. You know, you got to take advantage of these opportunities. And that would put you 4 back.
Okay, here you go. He might. So this one, you almost got to come back and forth. 2 rails to the 4 here.
Yeah.
You know, you gotta hit this one a little bit.
Or really juice it up with outside and really try to get close to the 10. But he's going 2 rails.
Yep.
I think that's the correct shot.
Yep, there it is. He held it nice.
And he hit it beautifully. He's
Yeah.
on the correct side to float down for the 3.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that was a great shot.
All right, so he's running it good right now. See if he can finish it out. Just a little stun run through here on the 4. This is it. He's got to make the shot. Uh-oh. So I don't know. He did not have to hit it that hard.
Right, yeah, you want to kill your ball there, I think.
See, that's a sign, your confidence. Sometimes when you're not feeling the confidence, you don't like slow rolling balls because, it's a testament to where your stroke's at. When you slow roll, you're more likely to miss.
Absolutely. Yeah, even that like you said, like a stun run
Yeah.
would be a little bit more tough of a stroke. There, I think he just had too much angle to try to play a stun shot. So he almost channels it. He almost channels his inner Steve.
Gave it a great ride.
And that's going to give another chance for Kyle, right? I don't see him missing.
Yeah, even if he does, it's fine. Misses this is no big deal.
Right.
Don't think you'll see him miss from here on out. I mean, this is pretty good. I want to get up to the middle of the table here.
Absolutely.
Yep, right to the. Oh, this is so good. That's better than good.
Now he's really got his pick. He can play the
Yeah.
9 or the 11.
I think you go with the 9 here. You play the 11. You really got to be careful with your speed. 9, you can let your stroke out here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You could draw it right to the side rail and back, or you could go to the top rail. Yeah,
And that's beautiful touch right there too.
yeah, that was a shot. Now it's just float with a little bit of draw. Floating out. There you go. Perfect.
Beautiful. And uh-oh, you know, if you're Joe, you got to be sitting there saying, uh-oh. He's starting to feel it.
All right, Kyle came to play today, man.
Yes, sir. We got
I mean,
7-3.
Started out a little shaky, but brushed it off, and he's rolling. So that's what, 7, 8, 9 games straight. Wait, no,
No, it's
7.
6. It was
6.
3-1. Now it's 7-3.
Well, don't rely on me to do your math. I'm like, how could he have 9 games in a row if he's only got 7 on the board? somebody
match would be over.
somebody explain that to me.
Okay, he's moving back to the middle. Moving back to the middle. Which I like that too, right? The side, you tried the side, it didn't work. Now start messing with your speed on the break. Another dry break. But I like that he is not just being stagnant with his break.
Who's going to take Kyle down? Is it going to be Joe, or are we going to have to wait to next week?
Got a long way to go, but it's doable. You gotta tighten up a little bit. He's gonna take the stripes. I like the decision. You want to bump the 10 ball just a little bit here. That's okay. He would have liked to come into the 10 ball nice and full so he could shoot it next. Got a problem with the 13. You got to shoot that one short side. But you got a good 11 ball to get there. So getting on the 11 ball is very important. You might run into the 13 right here as well. Hit the 11, which is okay. That's still fine. But now it's tough to get to the 13 short side, right?
If he's playing the 11, yeah.
And it's tough to hold that 11 ball. It's very missable if you try to hold the cue ball for the 13 in the side. And that's not the biggest pocket in the world either. But I think you got to shoot the 11 here. It's your only real option. Might be able to play the 12.
Yeah, I mean, his only other option that's decent would be the 12. But I think you got to go for the 11 here.
He's going to play it with a touch of inside to kill the cue ball. Very missable ball. I got to hit this one good.
And he does.
Yeah, but he didn't quite hold the
God.
ball, and
He
that's about as bad of a roll you can ask for.
Yeah, he hit that good. He just got a bad roll.
Right. He was playing up there for the 15 or the 10.
Yep.
You know, yeah, it was a good shot.
He did what he needed to do. He got the ball back up and avoided the traffic. Just, man, got a really weird bump on the 7 and the point. Does he still have a shot on the 15? It looks like he does.
Oh, he did.
But rattles it and leaves a few options here for Kyle. I like starting with the 2 because you got options right after it. I think that 3-6 is kind of wired. I think you roll forward to the 5, and then you play 5 to the 3-6. Try and get straight on that 3. You know?
Yeah, he might even consider going into him, but I don't think. Yeah, he did.
Oh, he did.
Wow. And it worked out super nice. I like that decision because even if you miss that one, you come into the backside of the 3, and
Yep.
it still ends up really nice looking.
Does he try to get above the 3 here? He does.
He clipped it, but it's still just fine.
He's great. Yeah, wow.
Yeah, this is beautiful.
Kyle's bringing it now, man.
Yeah,
I mean,
you
he's
can
just
tell. His rhythm has changed since the beginning of the match. He's sped up his rhythm a little bit, which I like. You know, you're playing a more natural your game in that situation when you're playing fast.
It's a little bit of a tricky shot here on the 3 because he's got to come back to the middle. Maybe if he can get to the 10 and
Just fine.
Okay.
Plenty of options still here.
well, he either wanted to be straight because he can't play this in
He
the
can play.
corner.
Yeah, I don't like it in the corner as a scratch.
So he's got to play it in the side, which makes it a little weird here.
Yeah.
If he was, a little straighter, he could have played it in the corner. Or if, a little more speed, he would have been able to play it in the side with more control. Play it in the side now. You're you're losing a little bit of control.
Right. I feel like if I can get my cue ball past the 4 ball, I'm good, right? I would like to shoot the 4 ball up table.
Well, you got to look at where that cue is going to just miss the 4, and it's going to be taking that line.
Yeah.
So you either got to, oh wow, he's going at the 4.
And he's playing for the 1.
Yeah, but
That's kind of running straight into the 8.
yeah, that's risky. But you could play the 7 and then use the 4 as a stopper. I mean that you're just, it's a lot of variables, so you got to play that right.
Yeah.
If you play the 7 in the side and use the 4 as a stopper, where's the 4 gonna go? You'll be on the 1, but he was able to avoid the scratch.
He hit that unbelievable.
Yeah, but not really a great shot. I mean, he's got a slow roll on the 4 here. And then 1 in the side after. Oh, he got some help.
Does he have an angle to put that 8 in the top left, though? Because 15 covers his obvious pocket. He's going to have to take a cut on the 8.
Yep. And
Now he's a little jacked up. This is a big shot. If he makes this one, you gotta really favor Kyle in the match.
Yeah, you find your way out of this rack. I mean, he's going to be tough to beat now.
And big mountain to climb.
Old man Ferguson said it. They're all risky now. Man, he just jarred the 8. I like the 13 in the side. Not a lot of people will agree with me. They'll take the 15, come around, which is the right shot.
That's
I think.
okay, cool, yeah, because that's what I would do.
It's the it's the right shot.
As long as it's the right shot, yeah.
But I'm not the right shot taker. I go with the 13 because I love the side pocket for some reason. But yeah, this is the right shot for sure. I just like going backwards,
Right. What fun is life if it's not difficult?
Little too much speed there. That's gonna make it tough.
He's still okay. Plenty of options here. You can run into the 12 and still do just fine, right?
I think the 12 you got a back cut, but yeah, the 10 you're gonna run into the 12 and push. You could take the 10 here too.
That's what you do. That's what I'm saying. You run into the 12. You still got the 13 as insurance. You're going to push that ball towards the pocket, but you can't miss it.
Gotta make that ball.
Yeah, that's going to hurt. Not much you can do about that, You just got to make that ball.
There it is. 1 game away from the hill. Kyle Goebel on top.
8-3, so that makes it 7 in a row.
You know what? We should just next week, if Kyle is still our champion, start him out with his opponent on 4 wins.
See if he can get started right away.
Yeah.
I'm sure he wouldn't like that very much.
Probably not.
But it might kick him into gear early, right?
Oh, man, I just accidentally hit the replay button on the rack. That's not cool.
No biggie. Nobody has to see that.
That must have been a second ball break, right?
It was.
Yeah, so I can tell because everything is on the right side. When you break from the right side, everything goes to the right side.
Absolutely. And again, look, is this our first wet break of the
Could be,
match?
yeah. I haven't seen too many drops on the break.
If there was one other break where we got one to go, it would have to be like the first or second one. And that's what I'm saying, Kyle, I really like that Kyle went from side to middle to side in the last 3 because he realized that the middle break is not working.
After that last miss on the side by Joe, Holly says, nerves are getting to Joe. Possibly.
Yeah. At this point in the match, it's hard to say that it's nerves. I think he's just hasn't developed a rhythm.
What does that do? She's right side table votes for Trump.
That's Supkiss. I only have to read the comment to know.
I don't know if you're going to be able to vote for Trump. He might be in jail. I think our current president put his opponent in jail. I don't know. Envelope.
Huh. Oh, okay. I thought for some reason Kyle was playing that 14 instead of the 5, but he was playing the 5, and that brings Joe to the table. And he's going to take the solids. So you got the 3, 6, 2 to worry about, the 1 ball to worry about. You're going to play this 1 right now. Touchy shot.
Ooh, he's playing it off the 10, I think, or 12.
Now, does that 12 ball, that 12 does not pass the 5.
Nope.
So that's an issue. Does the 9 go by the 3? That one looks a little more open.
Sean says better place it. Sean was up. He played last week, right? I think. Sean Ruzick.
Oh, yeah, I think he did.
I have to double check, but I think that's correct. Sean, you played last week. I wasn't here last week. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure he did.
Yeah, they went hill. That was a great match. Sean gave Kyle a run for his money. They both played really well. Yeah, that's right. 'Cause I think I did not catch. I watched most of the match, and then I missed like the last 2 games, and then
Yeah.
I had to go back. Yeah, I even talked to Sean about it on KBL.
Yeah.
That's right.
He got that one to fall. That was a deceivingly touchy shot there. He handled it well. And this 9 is going to go by the 3 and offer short side to the 12. If Kyle gets out here, you just got to feel like
He's got to get over more. See, I don't like this.
right.
I thought, yeah, like you said, he's going to come across to the 12.
And that's only if
Unless he can.
he's going to come around and look at this 12 ball if it goes.
There's no way.
We got to watch his reaction here. See, he didn't give us anything there, but
If he plays this cue ball to the bottom of the table, it has to go. Otherwise, he's got to play it up through the 1 and the 8 to give himself a chance here.
right.
And to do that, he's got to play it in the side. If he plays down the corner,
It's short side.
wow.
He was playing short side.
Oh, yeah, but I mean, to play that all the way down and get over like that,
He'd have to smash it like he did.
yeah, you really got to stroke it.
And
So
gin the ball, yeah. That's a tough shot to
that's why I didn't think he was going to try to attempt that.
right.
Like, watch. I mean, you really got to power this shot to come back across.
Yeah, just pound it.
And he did it nicely. God, if that would have went.
And really, he didn't hit it bad either. It rattled the pocket, right?
Yeah.
He threatened the pocket. There's no doubt about it.
Yeah, nice effort there by Kyle on that shot. That's a high level shot right there.
Nice safety there. I like the decision.
Speaking of jail, here's where Kyle's gonna end up right now. Do not pass go. Do not collect your $200. Just ball in hand it. All right, he's calling something.
He's calling the 11.
I want to see it. I want to see it so bad.
There's no shape. He'd have to bank the 12 too.
There's always shape.
Every time. The 5 rail kick is wired.
If you make that shot, you got to get shape. Wow.
He gave it a good ride. Realistically, that was a good safety from Joe. Opened up his table.
Thomas says overcut, but regardless, he gave it one heck of an attempt
Yeah.
to play shape and make that cut. All right, see if Joe can get something going here. This is a very outable table. I do like starting with the 1 here.
I don't mind starting with the 5 coming over for the 3-6 because then that opens up the easy pocket for the 1. But obviously, ball in hand, this shot's about as difficult as if you were to work around to it.
Yeah. All right, so if he's gonna play to the 2, he's got to leave himself a nice little angle here.
Yeah, and he made sure to do that. Probably a little generous.
No, that's about perfect, right?
No, you're coming all the way down table off the 2.
No,
It's
you
too
just
thin.
put inside, and you're coming right in between the 8 and the 6.
You have to put it inside.
Yeah. Yeah, just come right in between the 8 and the 6. If you're playing middle ball or outside, then you're asking for trouble. But
Coming all the way down.
you gotta hit inside here, which makes it missable, right?
Right. That's what I'm saying. It was a little generous on the angle.
Yeah, so he came right kind of where I said, but he hit it hard, so that's gonna make it
And
long.
that's what I was saying. It was a generous angle. He's always kind of coming that way, unless you really juice it up with inside, and then you kind of risk going into the 6.
Well, yeah, he could have played that a little bit softer and came halfway down the table.
Makes it very missable. This is a big shot.
Huge shot here. This is probably for your match life, and he hit it great. That's a great shot.
Yeah, he definitely needed that one, right?
Few different ways to play the 8 ball here. See what he decides to do. Can really play this in any pocket just about. And he found a way to the 50-yard line.
Right.
Wow. Did not make this shot easy. I mean, he could have made it easy in either side, either corner. But found himself like basically taking a spot shot almost.
I think this is a little more difficult than a spot shot, potentially.
Yeah,
Maybe not. Maybe not.
you could overcut this so easy. Yeah, there's the overcut.
He did.
There's the overcut.
And does the 8 bounce out for the 11 to go? It looks like it did just
Yeah.
enough.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah, and he's nice and close to this ball.
Yeah, you don't even got to worry about shape right now.
Right.
You just got to worry about making balls.
All right, just to get to the hill. Surprised he rolled that one, but the 8 ball's hanging.
Man, Joe's got to feel a little unfortunate about getting on the 50 on that last out there.
Yeah, that's deflating. It's deflating, to say the least.
Yeah, I mean, Kyle's been running, and then you find yourself with an opportunity to get out, and it just doesn't work. M News, always with like the awesome comments. 8 ball failure critical. Just
the one-liners are on point.
Yeah.
He's got the one-liners.
Sup, Kiss, I love it. Oh, where's that cue ball going? That thing was dancing on the rail.
Yeah.
Definitely spread the table open.
So I was watching somebody play snooker online, and it was just a clip. He rattles it inside, kind of like that, and it was the object ball, right? He's trying to blast the object ball into the side. Rattles 3 times, jumps up on the rail, and runs down the rail into the corner pocket.
You ever see the trick shots where they run the ball down the rail? Have you ever seen that?
I don't think I've seen anybody do it on purpose.
Venom, or was it Venom Lauren?
Yeah, he runs it on top of the rail.
I've seen him do a trick shot, a few of them, where he runs the cue ball on the rail, and then it spins off back onto the table. I'm like, how many times do you gotta?
Yeah,
How many takes did that
that's
take?
just luck.
Yeah.
You can't just say that. Oh, I can do that.
Well, it's not. I mean, like that's what he's attempting to do, but how many attempts?
Right.
Yeah.
You just got to get lucky. You got to know what you're doing and get lucky to an extent. All right, Joe, put him down. Time to pick it up, make it a match, get a couple on the board. Let's see at least a 10-7 ender. Right? Kyle won 8 in a row, so can you?
I don't know. It's gonna be hard to win 2 in a row against Kyle right now.
Well, not this one. You just got to make them.
So where's your trouble ball? You don't have
You
one.
don't have one.
So you're only gonna create your own problems right now.
And he almost kind of did right here. He kind of fell on the 50 of all of them.
Oh, no. He's easy on the 1, easy on the 4, 3 even.
But shape for all those balls is a little touchy. Well, maybe not the 1 ball so much, but 3 would be a touchy shape.
There's-
See, that's
there-
a good stroke.
That's a nice stroke. Where's that shot been hiding, Joe? You shoot that straight. I mean, you're in the game.
Right.
That was clean.
He hit it beautiful.
All right. Now, do you come around to the 2?
Yeah.
Or do you dare start with the 3 here? Yeah.
Where's the 3?
the 5?
Oh.
I mean, the 5. Oh, man. I've been in the booth too long. Uh-oh.
This is good. This is okay. Yeah, see, this is just and it's just a little weird.
Well,
You take the 2.
if he can pinch draw this and kind of hold it for the 5, there's
Yeah,
that.
you can come across for the 5.
Or come across for the 5 and play it in the same corner. Just two options he's got here, so he's okay.
Another touch shot, though. Requires a stroke.
It's going to be hard to get to the 50 here. He's just got to make the ball perfect.
He hit it good.
Ooh, maybe
A little thin.
maybe I spoke too soon. He did get to the 50.
Well, I don't think so. This is still straightforward, right? The 8 goes by the 12, so you still just cut this ball in. You just know you're going to take a little bit of a cut on the 8 instead of get dead straight.
But he's got to draw this. If he plays,
No, I don't think so.
he could scratch doing it this way.
I don't
There's a-
think so. You just float this one in, come back to the middle, just like this. He hit it beautifully.
Here you go, Joe. Will we see Kyle's streak of 8 come to an end during this match? Oh, I thought
it.
Adam was bringing us shots for a second, and he made a U-turn. All right, good out there by Joe.
Yeah. And it's unfortunate that it comes kind of late.
Yeah, I mean, he's got his work dug out, but we have seen comebacks in the past. Kyle was one of them.
Yeah.
I mean, he was down 8-1, 7-1,
You,
came roaring back.
you only need to win 6 in a row.
Yeah, I mean,
It's not impossible, right?
it's up there.
Well, as long as you keep that in your head, like, I only need 6 in a row. And you feel like you can, take it one game at a time, then it's very doable. When you say, I have to play perfect 6 in a row, it's more difficult.
Yeah.
So I think these comebacks always have much more to do with your mental game than anything.
Yeah, mental is it's a big part of the game. It's the hardest part of the game for a lot of players, So, I've seen some great players. Doesn't matter what they're down.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't bother. It doesn't phase them. They just come back. I mean,
They turn it on. Somehow if something
Yep.
flips in their head and they're able to snap out of it and come back and play like their best pool.
yep.
And really that's what Joe needs to do. He needs to come back, play his best pool. If he can do that, he can still win.
What would be really nice for Joe right now is a break and run.
If he he got one to
Got
go.
the 5, got a good break. That was a great break.
Okay, nothing.
Solids are looking good, man, because that 3 busts out the 4.
Yeah,
So,
start with the 1.
Start with the 1. You start with the 1, and then you just got to get that proper angle on the 3.
Yeah, and there's no good starter for the stripe, so we'll see him take the solids here.
Yeah, leave that 2 ball alone right now. Just get the 1. And then, as long as you get the 1, you're controlling the table.
Absolutely, which is why I might consider playing the 6 just to make sure I secure solids.
Yeah, the 1 is definitely missable, but it's the best shot on
It's
the table.
the best shot to run out with.
If he takes this 3 right now, he's really limited his options on the 4.
Well, the 4 goes in the bottom corner and the past the 1.
Uh-oh.
Oh yeah, see, yeah, is right.
Ruh-roh. Now he has an issue.
The 4 still goes, but now you got a huge problem with the one ball.
Yeah, I don't see a solve for the one at all.
I just roll up on the one now. Just roll up on the one, touch it to the rail, and leave the cue ball next to it. All he can do is see the 10.
I'd even play safe. Just develop my one, lock him on the 10.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, just and you don't even have to, like, as long as all he can see is the 10, you're in good shape.
Yeah, because at this point right now, making balls just does not help your cause.
It doesn't.
You
It
know,
doesn't.
If you can't get out, like, yeah, your shot was probably the right one. Just develop your one and lock him on the 10.
Mm-hmm.
Now he's got to get out now, which is it's going to be tough.
And you don't necessarily feel like you have to get out, right? Because his 10 ball's still locked up with no options. That's a good shot. That's a great shot there. Now he might be able to develop this.
Ooh.
It's touchy, but like 11 into those balls might work out pretty good.
Possibly, yeah.
And really, you got to get a good bump on the 11 too. Is the big issue.
So what he's got to focus on is forget about the 11 going. Just make the shot, and that should just happen naturally.
See what? Take
Yeah.
what you get afterwards.
Exactly. Oh, and he
Worked out
nailed it.
beautifully.
What
What
a shot. Wait, did we just say the same thing at the same time? One of us has got to leave the booth now.
I'm going home. That was unbelievable.
That was a great shot. And did I say break and run is really going to help?
Yeah, look
This
at
is
this.
break and run, baby.
Now he's on 5,
There you
right?
go, Joe. We're going to take a look at the shot that made it happen. Drop back. Oh, careful.
Yeah,
Careful.
he's okay. It was a little flirty. But he's out. I don't think I'm going to get him this time.
All right. So there's a nice break and run there by Joe. But this is a shot. He just has to focus on making the 4 because it's natural for the 11 to bust up his problem here.
He hit at good speed, too, to be
yeah.
fair. You can't really float that 4 ball in. You got to hit it with a little pace.
Yeah, that was a great shot. I like it.
He hit it great.
All right, so what was that? Rack number 14? That was rack number 14. We'll have to tell.
Yep.
Joe, good job on rack 14.
Nice break and run. Only one of the match so far.
All right, so now it's only 5 in a row.
Right. And Kyle didn't get to the table last time. Right? You're not.
Joe ran and then broken ran.
I still like you still can't feel worried about losing the match.
If Joe gets to 8, I think there's some pressure on Kyle.
If Joe gets to 8, I think Joe will win.
That's a bold move, Cotton.
Yeah.
Let's see how it plays out.
If we see an 8-9 match, I think Joe's going to win.
What is this break? He looks like he's hitting the right side of the 1.
And lost the cue ball.
Yeah, he hit the right. I could see him aiming right at the right side of the 1. See if we got the replay on
It was
that.
like a cut break almost, right?
Yeah, I've never seen that really approach. So like you can see him aiming at it on the right side of the 1 there. Like I don't really see that too often. Yeah. All right, so Kyle with ball in hand, see if he can run him out.
For the match, right? Yeah, but his table's not near as open. Realistically, Joe had a nice run out there because his run out wasn't straightforward either.
Yeah, I like this too, and try to develop the 4 ball here a little bit.
Hopefully, you run straight into the 10 and pop the 8 out too.
Yeah, just kind of need to rearrange all of it a little bit.
Yeah, exactly. Just don't run into the 4, right?
Oh, does he think the 4 go? What is he looking at the 4?
Yeah. It doesn't go from what I see, right? From our angle up here, I would say there's no way. But if he's playing it,
I think he's playing to bust the 4 out this way. Just draw straight down to it. Give it a little bump, maybe. No, he's aiming.
See what he does.
Okay, that was great.
Oh, you wanted that 12 ball to go in.
Yeah, he did. But he developed everything. He got his
Yeah.
4 out, and the 8 is opened up a little bit.
Still a really tough out here, to be fair. It doesn't go in either of the top pockets. And getting under it for anything in the sides is difficult as well, right?
Yeah, still some work to do.
But you got some room to work with now. You can play the 1, play the 5, and then kind of figure out where you're at that point. You can play the 5 now, which is what he likes. Nice shot.
Yeah, I like getting rid of this 1. It opens up the 3. So, yeah, it's really just the 8 ball. It's really kind of a little tricky right now.
Yeah, really weird, actually. If you can play the 2 for your second to last ball and leave the 2-4 right there, you can play the 2 in the side and move the 4 up to that top right pocket where you have a lot of options. It's a nice stroke. But now I think he's got to play the 2 because I'm not sure the 6 goes in the top right.
And the 4 will push to the corner. Yeah, he's going to have a shot either on the 6 or the 4, depending. I like him getting to the 6 if he can.
That 4 ball got kind of funny now, huh? Now I
Yeah.
feel like you almost got to cut the 4 now.
Got to take the 4 now.
And you got shape on the 6 in the same pocket. And you can roll forward for short side on the 3 at that point, too. See where he's looking at? That's a pretty good option.
Oh, you saying play the 6 off the 12?
No, 6 in the same pocket right now as the 4.
I like the 6 off the 12.
I think the 6 is just too over. It's blocking.
Nope, right here, 6 off the 12, and you're probably going to get a shot. Oh no, that's going to be
No,
tough
you
with the
roll
single.
forward. Yeah, you make the 6 up here and roll forward. Even if you run into the 3, you're just looking to develop.
God, if he could roll straight, 3 goes down.
Correct. That's
Yeah.
why I like the 6 in the same pocket next, because you're always kind of rolling towards short side, even if you run into it.
Oof.
And now he just ties everything up. That's real fortunate for Kyle. And really another kind of a tough break for Joe. You know, I think obviously in the last half of this match, everything's kind of going Kyle's way.
Kyle's rolling on 2 in a row. See if he can make it 3.
Yeah, Joe's really got to do something here in order to keep it that way, right? Because you got problem. Well, if you can get that 14 to go in the top left, I think you can develop a lot of balls that way. Even if you don't necessarily have the angle to go into those balls, you got options after that. That's a little later in the rack because nothing goes in that top right unless that 13 does.
I think that 13 possibly.
Yeah.
Small pocket.
Close.
And if you play the 11, you're on it. I think that's what he's contemplating. Yep, I think he's saying that 13 goes.
If you're taking the 13 now, you got to be careful of the 8 ball in the side pocket off the 10.
Kyle, if that were to happen, that's the ultimate jinx, man. That was the ultimate. Oh my gosh.
You have to be careful
he's
of it.
banking the 10. He's banking the 10.
The 14.
Or the 14. I'm colorblind.
What a shot.
Joe, no quitting this man. Coming after Kyle.
Yeah, and he's still got to hit a pretty decent combo here. Still got to hit a pretty decent combo, and that's going to open up his 15. So if he gets this one to go, he's got a good chance to get out.
I like just following with a little bit of speed and get
Mhm.
that 13 rolling towards the bottom corner.
Down in the corner, yeah.
Yeah, just roll it. Don't soft roll this. Perfect. There you go. That was nice.
Good call. Good call. Now he can play the 10 to the 15 right now if he wants. Right? You take a little bit of cut on the 15.
Oh man, it's getting scarier and scarier. But yeah, if he
It's
plays
there, yeah. But it's risky, right? It's not straightforward.
yeah, if you play 10, it's easy to get to the 13, but then hard to the 15. If you play 10 to the 15, it's tough shot.
It's a tough shot. But I think that's the out.
There it is. He's got there.
Yeah. And he got nice on it.
Oh yeah, he's cooking. He's cooking. This might be one of them shots you have to go with the draw off the rail.
No, I think he's going forward past the 6.
Okay. That'll work too. You just got to make sure you don't get funny here.
Yeah, trickles that ball in nicely. Now he's got a little angle as well, right? This isn't necessarily just roll this one in and take a long 8.
The pressure's mounting with every shot he takes.
Yeah, you got to feel a lot of pressure at the end of these racks
Yeah, because
when you're this far down.
now this becomes a do or die shot here. Oh.
Yep.
Yeah, the pressure starts mounting.
But he gets away with it.
Gets a little fortunate, but
He got away with it. I'll take a Jack and
I'm good. I was like, I saw Adam like walking by. I was like, oh, he's bringing his drinks. Maybe he heard me or something.
All right. Listening in.
Yeah.
Okay, nice and safe. Right? It was a pretty straightforward shot.
I might do that. I might go home and have me a Father's Day Jack and Coke tonight.
I hope you do. Ooh, and that was a great safety by Kyle. It was really simple, and it turned out so good because now he's jacked up kicking if he's going to go the one rail route, and that just makes the kick so hard.
M News, you jinxed it. She's like, luck finally shines on Joe. And she's like, I spoke too soon. So, man, you can even put the curse from the chat room. All right, here we go.
Watch the cue ball off the table if you're going to jump this because you got to hit that 13 nice and thin.
You got to land on it.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you can't land on the top of it. You got to land on the bottom.
On the edge of
the
it.
edge,
Yeah. You got to land on it. If you can do that, it won't go off the table.
And even if you do that, it's hard to develop a shot on the end because that cue ball, let's say you do hit it right, how you're talking,
Mm-hmm.
that cue ball's coming all the way to the bottom left side of the table.
Yeah, almost, right? This is risky. I mean, to be fair, Kyle didn't leave much other than this.
Yeah, 90% you're going off the table here.
What do? Kick it? You kick at it jacked up? Your chances are just as good.
Well, no, I kick just because I'd rather get a hit,
Yeah, and be safe.
and be safe. I got 100% chance of hitting this ball. You got some chance of fouling here and going off the table and giving Kyle ball in hand.
Yeah, it's a big foul.
Yeah, that's probably going to be the match there. So let's see, 6 to the 3 to the 8. Oh, he's going.
This is fine.
3-6-8.
This is going to be a stop shot on the 3, right?
Yep.
You take all thought out of that one, and then you just focus on the 6.
All right, folks. Looking at possibly the nail in the coffin here.
Yeah. Well done.
Well, congratulations to Kyle. 4 weeks running. Joe, you started putting it on in the end. Made it a match. We're going to be back next Friday for King of the Hill. And again, we'll be here next week, Sunday, with our King Court matches. I'd like to thank everybody for joining us. Kyle, thank you for another day in the booth.
Yeah, thank you guys for tuning in. I hope you had as much fun as we did. And again, tune in on Friday, Sunday.
And don't forget to send Dad some love for Father's Day. And for all you dads out there, enjoy your day. Peace.